Hello everyone. Supernatural Elements in Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. What is supernatural elements? The supernatural elements is defined as events or things that cannot be explained by nature or science and that are assumed to come from beyond or to originate from otherworldly forces. For example, religious figures and activities, ghosts, witches, etc. The major characters in Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, Roman general and war hero. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife. Mark Antony, Caesar's trustworthy friend. Marcus Brutus, Caesar's best friend. Cassius, Casca, Decius Brutus are the important conspirators and the soothsayer. The play opens in Rome. People celebrate the victory of Julius Caesar against the Pompeians. Morales and Flavius, Roman tribunes who are friends of Brutus and Cassius, does not like the celebration of the people because they does not want the victory of the Caesar. Caesar, Brutus, their wives, and all sorts of other folks are gathered in common place. They are ready to celebrate the feast of Lupercal, an annual party which involves a bunch of Romans dressed in leather loincloths running around the city of lashing whoever they find with a goatskin whip. This year, Caesar's friend Antony will be running in the festival. Caesar tells Antony not to forget to touch Calpurnia, Caesar's wife, because the whip is supposed to cure her barrenness. In this line, we can understand the beliefs of superstition of Caesar. In the meanwhile, a soothsayer warns Caesar as beware the Ides of March, which means the middle of the March 15, but Caesar ignores it. Cicero runs into the Casca on the street of March 15 night. Casca says the sky dropping hot fires is definitely at first. Casca thinks maybe there is a civil war in heaven because the gods are raining down fury. Maybe the world has displeased them. Casca seen bad weather tonight. A slave boy's hand was lit on fire by a torch and yet it did not burn. Lion walking on the Capitol, men walking the streets covered in flames. These are the considered as bad omens. The conspirators planned to kill Caesar. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife, had a bad dream. She warned Caesar does not go out on that day. He ordered to sacrifice a goat for the bad woman, but the goat has no heart. This creates him more nervous. Theseus convinced him and bring it to the capital. Caesar moves to the capital. Soothsayer mentioned all the conspirators in a letter and sent it to the Caesar through his servant, but Caesar ignores to read. The conspirators meet Caesar. They begin to strike the Caesar. Finally, Brutus killed the Caesar. Caesar falls down by saying the words of "You too, Brutus." Brutus and Antony deliver a speech in front of the Caesar's dead body in marketplace. Brutus convinced the people as he killed Caesar. He loved Caesar, but he loves Rome more than Caesar. He killed Caesar for his ambitious. People start supporting the Brutus. Antony delivers a speech of if Caesar will be ambitious, why he refuses the crown in 3 times. Antony's speech creates more impact to the people. They turn towards Antony's points. Brutus, Cassius are discussed about the battle. Antony, Octavius, and Lepidus seem ready to fight in Philippi. The battle of Brutus is weaker than the Antony's battle because the people does not want to join the Brutus army. They desire a battle in Philippi. Brutus in such a bad mood comes out. Portia, Brutus' loving wife killed herself by swallowing coals because Brutus does not share the information of killing Caesar to his wife Portia. He drinks a wine for his pain. Everyone was sleeping in the tent of Brutus except Brutus. Brutus starts reading a book. Just then, Caesar ghost shows up, claiming he is thy evil spirit Brutus. Brutus is a bit shaken, and the ghost explains that he will see him again at Philippi. Brutus is all. See you then, I guess. The Caesar ghost disappear before before the soldiers wake up. Brutus calls Voluminus over now and tells him that Caesar's ghost has appeared to him twice, once at night and once again in the field of Philippi. Brutus knows his hour has come, and he would rather leap into the pit than loiter around and wait for his enemies to push him in. Then Cassius jumped the gun and kills himself over a misunderstanding. He thought his friend Titinus had been overtaken by enemy hordes, when it was really only Brutus' friends trying to hand a crown to Titinus so he could give it to Cassius. Titanus finds Cassius' body and kills himself too. So when Brutus arrives, his buddies are already dead. Then Brutus decided to kill himself. He gets his old friend Strato to hold his sword while he runs at it. As he dies, he says he did not kill Caesar with half so strong a will as he kills himself now. So we know he dies willingly. Antony explained about the honesty of Brutus in Rome. Octavius accepted to bury Brutus' body in Rome with honesty. Octavius and his friends will be out celebrating all the death and the victory. Thank you.